I'm Madwolf.
I'm GothKid.
I'm Honest Puck.
And tonight we're reviewing Nakanaka Mizo Guava. I've never had a guava fruit. I've had guava juice. I've had guava flavored drinks. I've never had a guava fruit, so I cannot compare it to that.
And with the exception of energy drinks, I've never had anything with guava.
Now, I, on the other hand, have had guava fruit. It's very good, and this is very close.
And by the way, guys, you have no idea, being a classically trained culinary professional, how embarrassing it is that I haven't.
It happens. Guava is kind of one of those fruits that's just now coming around as a...
Yeah.
It's like, for a long time nobody knew about mangoes, and all of a sudden everybody was about mangoes. And we saw mango salsa in every restaurant on the planet.
Mango chipotle salsa chicken.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, thank God that's over.
Yeah, thank God.
Fava beans.
Yeah, mango chutney. Oh my God.
Chutney, anything that comes from India.
We're reviewing out of Puck's Double Pear KM. We have our still burrito setup of tuna beaches and a raisin.
This might look familiar as this is exactly the same setup and night as our last two videos.
Yes. Yeah, we're being productive tonight. Wow.
We're bored. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And we've already done our nightly steak and chicken.
Yeah. So, back to this miso. It is smoky.
Just a little bit.
I have to say, the watermelon and this guava produce amazing clouds.
I'm not sure if this is all miso now. Maybe Nakala fiddled around with the production, but I will say the watermelon and the guava have been some of the juiciest, stickiest shisha I've ever seen.
I think this is miso because I have the miso mint, and that's like super.
Yeah.
Also, we're using a vortex bowl. Yeah,
And
keep saying that.
3 Chronicles
Coals. 3 Chronicles coals.
About coals, keep your coals rotated on this. It's really heat sensitive and easy to burn.
Yeah. Compared to other Nakla lines, this one seems to want to take the burning a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Star Buzzes and like the other brands like that, where it wants to burn a little easier, unlike your standard Nakla, which is
Which you could stick under a broiler.
yeah, you can't screw up regular Nakla. You just can't. Or if you can, it requires a certain amount of aptitude. I'm sorry. Well, if you've been smoking for a while, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Because we don't mind extra hookahs laying around. At any given time, there's probably 6 laying around here.
Probably.
Probably.
4. Yeah, 4 today.
4 today.
4 today. But yeah, this is a very light, very refreshing smoke. As someone that's never had guava, it's bloody delicious.
Just to let you know, guava is one of those, you either love it or you hate it. There is no middle ground. It's just one of those flavors.
So these two are assuming that that you have to like guava to like this. I loved it from the first time I smoked it. I still do.
So I've had guava juice. So I'm assuming that being from the fruit, it's very similar flavor. I would have to say that if you don't know what guava is, think grapefruit.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Like a milder...
Well, it's got a little bit more
Bite to it.
bite, but it also has a little bit more melony flavor.
Yeah.
Compared to a grapefruit. It's not the citrusy.
Yeah, it's definitely melony. But it's a lot more mellow than, say, sweet melon.
Yeah. Actually, I'll have to say that this is a good smoke. I will probably buy some of this, but it won't be an everyday smoke for me.
I actually disagree. I will be stealing his guava every day.
I guess it's just being a good mixer. And I've read a lot in the forum about you guys mixing the watermelon and the guava together. So that's probably going to be my next step, is to try these mixed together and see how that turns out.
Actually, Earl Grey in this would be
that could be good.
Spectacular, yes.
With a little bit of vanilla to keep the edge off. It's amazing how vanilla will take the edge off just right every time.
Every single time.
Yeah. But, so, Is it impressive? Yes. Will it come to expect from Napa? Yes. Is it good? Yes. If you've never had a guava fruit, this is a pretty good way to be introduced to it.
Yeah. Just makes me want to go out and find a guava plant. Tree. Tree's a plant, damn it. Leave me alone. I hate you all.
But as you can see, I think the best statement we can have about this is the fact that we're all smoking and not talking.
Yeah.
And we're some wordy people.
This is really good, and this and watermelon have given me a lot of hope for Nakla, because lately I've been smoking a lot more El Henaway. I haven't bought Nakla in a while, but if the flavors that they're coming out with are going to be as good as the last two I've tried, then Nakla's definitely, at least with their Mizo line, stepping it up a notch.
Yes.
I guess they're tired of being old reliable.
Yeah. Which I can see. I mean, you know, if you're going to try to take a market, this is the way to do it. Have old reliable and the top qualities.
Yeah.
So pretty much just own the hookah market, which is what they're doing.
They already do.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, guys. Hookah meetup, Tuesday, September 1st. Everyone's invited. It's here at the Den, same place. It's always been.
If you need directions, go to the Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana meetup 4.0, and I have a link that has the MapQuest icon that takes you right to here. And then if you're actually going to come, I'll give you information on how to get a hold of me directly. So,
for any of you that don't already have it.
So, yeah, the best thing we can say is that we're not talking.
Yeah.
We're smoking. That's how good this is.
Yeah, if I had to give a number, I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. Just because there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, 9.5 out of 10.
Definitely.
Yeah.
God damn you getting me to put numbers on things.
Hi.
Me and Yahtzee were holding strong.
You did it twice now.
I hate you.
You hate everyone.
Not everyone.
Everyone.
Silly God boy.
Not everyone.
Who? Exactly.
The waitress at Steak and Shake that keeps hooking me up with coffee and bigger orders of fries.
Okay, we'll give you that one.
Who wouldn't help us steal a chair.
Focus, young.
Well, that's the thing, is we're so enjoying this that we're not focusing. That's a
Yeah,
compliment. That's a compliment in of itself. This is
one of those things. Usually when we do a review, we talk about the cut. It's standard Nakala cut.
yeah.
Who, if anyone on HookahPRO doesn't know what Nakala Shisha looks like, please
Go buy 250 grams and do it.
something.
Talk to Doug about it. He'll let you know all about the knockout.
Oh yeah.
But there's really, I can't see anything to criticize with this, which is saying something, because any of you that have met me know I can criticize anything.
Yeah, we're not picking it apart. We usually kind of do. We always try to find the little things. No,
I got nothing on this. I really don't.
Well, I say if there was a problem, it would be the heat sensitivity. But
it is a heat sensitive. You do have to watch it.
But I think a lot of the Mizo line tends to be a little bit more heat sensitive.
Well, any of the wet shisha, and that's just part of knowing how to smoke hookah, is knowing how heat sensitive your tobacco is going to be.
Yeah.
If it's a liquid, it's sensitive.
If it's more honey and kind of dry and sticky, it's probably more resilient. That's a good way to go off. So wow, we've completely said nothing, but that's the greatest compliment we can give this. Anyway, I think we should end this review before we sit here and take up more dead airspace.
No, I'm all about wasting people's time. For the next however long this video runs, I own